This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. And by Munson Healthcare Cadillac Rehab Services.
Hello everybody, it's just about start of the third quarter here and you are watching high school football on 26 Sports and CCTV. We want to take a quick look at number 81 here for the Bucks. He got injured just before halftime and he's part of the halftime homecoming show that was unable to get out there due to his injuries on crutches right now. That's Adrian. Adrian Andrus is a foreign exchange student here at Pine River High School from Denmark. And his host family is Mark and Kimberly Kuhl. He definitely enjoys playing football and soccer. We saw him with a big boot on the extra point for the Bucks. He enjoys hanging out with his best friends Elijah and Michael. And someday he hopes to head off to college. So sorry to see that injury. It's great to have you out there. Appreciate all the hard work you've put in with the football team and everything. Hopefully you'll be back soon.
You know, it looks like they're taping him up a little, Dan. I don't know if they're taping something on him or it'd be nice if they could get him back in the game. But Pine River's going to kick off here to Lake City to start the second half.
It's that squib short kick again. That is not fair caught this time. And a little surprise right there. Nice job by, is that 22, Jason?
Yes, yep, 22.
Okay. You know, I think Pine River was kind of expecting him to fair catch or hopefully he'd fumble, and he caught that and took off. That's Noah Thom, yep.
Yep, Thom, I'm sorry. Yep. I think it's Thom.
He's a junior, and he grabbed that and went about 16 yards. We get an injury right here.
It looks like Pine River has a kid down.
Yep. So I think that's Tyler Signor right there, number 28 for the Bucks.
You are correct.
Yep. So we'll see what that's all about. Jason, while we got a minute here, why don't you refresh us on all the scoring here in the first half?
All right. Well, Lake City started the scoring off. They had a long play, but number 3 ended up putting the quarterback sneak in at 1 yard to make it 6-0, and that was about 5 minutes and 15 seconds into the game. Lake City got the ball back and actually had a big pass play, 66 yards to number 20. The extra point was no good on that. So with 2:15 left in the first quarter, Lake City took a 12-0 lead. They scored again, and that made it 20-0. I think that was a run by number 12, who is Wyatt Bisbal, and that put him up 20-0. Pine River actually had a couple chances coming down and got within the 5-yard line, but they didn't end up putting it in the end zone. And Pine River scored next, number 25.
Malachi Holmes?
Yeah,
no, Brock Nelson.
Brock Nelson had a nice catch on a toss off an option play, and he took it to the end zone. So that made it 20-7.
I'm going to interrupt you just a second. As you can see Tyler coming to the sideline, being quite gingerly, it looks like on his left ankle right there, Jason. If you want to go back to that now.
Yeah, hopefully can
get him back out there.
Take care of it. So Lake City scored 2 more times in the second quarter. One was a 39-yard run by Zach Noren, and then actually another pass to number 20, which was Jacob Ball. He's had a couple long passes tonight. So that leaves us right now at the score 34-7, and Lake City's got the ball on a short field. They're at about the 38-yard line is where they end up with it of Pine River.
Lake City's been alternating quarterbacks between Young and Holt, and it's Young in right now, and he hands it off up the middle.
Zach Noren goes for about 3 yards.
Couple of Bucks on the tackle, number 12 right there, Malachi Holmes, and number 64, Josh Shaw. 2nd down and 8 for Lake City. So it's looking like, unless Pine River turns some things around in a hurry here, Lake City's going to get that magic 6th victory. You can see a nice look of the cheerleading crew here at Pine River. Handoff up the middle again. Noren with the run right here. He's got a nice run down the Bucks sideline. He's finally brought down by Elijah Lewis, and down around the 10.
Noren's the type of runner that you better not stop, and there's a penalty on the play here. Looks like a holding call maybe.
Yep, well, he got a hold called.
So right there at the point of attack, sometimes that flag there indicates that, Noren Noren is, I know I've said it often tonight, but he is a tough runner. And if you don't tackle him below the waist and you get a couple people there, it's going to be a long night.
So Lake City's going to back up a pile of yards here. It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
Yep, that holding was downfield a little bit, so a spot foul puts it back. 2nd and 8, and that's about where they started for that play.
Lake City goes back to their bunch formation. You can see 86. That's Ben Marion in motion. Comes to our side as 20. Ball goes to the other side. And they go up the middle to Noren.
It's going to be close to a first down, but I think he's going to be short. It'll be 3rd and 1. Lake City offensive line does a pretty good job of just getting off the ball. And, they get to that second level and they keep their feet moving.
So 3rd and about a yard here. Lake City early going in the second half of tonight's ball game from Pine River High School. Young takes the snap, hands it off. Noren's going to get the first down. Looks like he's tripped up in there by number 54, Trenton Holmes.
Yeah, Trenton did a good job there of squeezing down. He actually got his back turned a little bit, but didn't quit on the play and ended up taking North down. He got the first down, though, for Lake City, and they're going to be 1st and 10 from Pine River 26.
Trenton Holmes' parents are Tanya and JR. Just great people in the Pine River community. They have taken in foster kids. They've adopted kids. They have quite a group load there. It's nice all the things they do for the community down here. Long run right here for Lake City, and it looks like they're going to find the end zone. Did he make it in, Jason?
I think
that's Waylon Ising on that nice run.
The ref gave it to him, yeah. And Nathaniel Knapp is a play side guard on that play, and he pulled out and he blocked it. He blocked it very well. So
we got a replay coming up of this, Jason.
Those big guys don't get enough credit, but he's right out in front. He actually gets knocked down, but he makes a heck of a block. And Lake City's pretty good at getting to where they need to be on offense.
Ben Marion with a nice downfield block there also. They poked a little fun at Ben's dad last time we were on air, talking about him being pretty much the worst fisherman in northern Michigan. I think I was wrong on that. I forgot about Jeff Marion's good friend, Jeff Hingston, over there in Lake City, who probably would be a better fisherman, but, for poor old Jeff Hingston, he can only fish in 3 feet of water because anything more than that's over his head and over his waders. Nice folks, both Jeff Marion and Jeff Hingston. They do a lot for the Lake City community.
So with
and I appreciate those two guys letting me pick on them a little bit.
So with the 2-point conversion good, I'm going to have to cut you off. You're going to just talk fishing all night. With the 2-point conversion good, Lake City is going to go ahead by 35 points.
That'll bring us to a running clock as we're watching Andrew get taped up there. He looks like he got a big ice bag on his foot right there. I don't think we'll see him again.
No. And
it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Nope. This game is definitely out of reach right now with that running clock.
With Lake City, if they hang on to win tonight, they'll go to the playoffs at 6-0, and there's a couple things that are important for the rest of their season. Is number one, they stay sharp, and they got some
big games coming up.
Yeah, they go to Everett, who played Pine River and Manton pretty tough.
Yep, that'll be their last conference game, so Everett will be the last chance to bring some other teams into the conference picture.
Yep, and then they go up to Lincoln, Alcona, south of Alpena a little bit.
Yep.
And it's always hard to take a long trip when you're not used to that. You get off the bus and
who did they finish with?
They finished with Morley Stanwood. So
Morley was a team Pine River played early in the year and beat the Bucks by about 20. As we watch Malachi Holmes run that ball, I think that's Malachi up the middle. We'll check there. Yep, that's 12, Malachi. Nice run back on that. 42-7 here in the third quarter. Lake City leading Pine River.
Yeah, Morley beat Pine River 32-13 earlier this year, and they generally have a pretty solid program. So they'll have to go. Is that away, or do you know? Or I think it's
I don't know that.
either way. It's going to be a matchup. And after staying sharp, the other thing that they need to do is stay healthy. And
We've got a little discussion going on right there between one of the Lake City players and the referee. Not sure what that's all about, but he's going to let us know.
So
Something going on here.
now, do they
I
put
think
the
they
ball?
got the wrong football out there. I think Pine River didn't bring a football out. And the offensive team gets to use the football that they usually use, or did Pine River run off with one of the Lake City footballs and they want it back? I think that's what this is here, Jason.
Yep, there you
How
go.
about that?
Hopefully, it had
Yeah.
the right air pressure in it. 'Cause
Yeah, a
Here
little
we go.
deflate gate going
Yep,
on here.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice throw out there by that young man. Not sure if we got that on camera, helping out with the Bucks. He's the ball boy here for Pine River, wearing number 24. Future Buck star.
He's having some hot chocolate after that throw.
Good smart play. It's a little chilly here tonight. Nelson in motion. He takes the handoff. It is not given to him as Hill keeps that and runs up the middle for 5-6 yards.
That's been a pretty good play for Pine River. It's consistently 5 yards. He makes that good read, and he pulls it out of there and gets what he can. 2nd and 5.
We'll get you folks at home there a little shout of who's taking care of all the business behind the scenes on this chilly night. Our camera crew probably getting a little cold out there. I know last week in the truck they were complaining about how hot it was inside there. Much nicer tonight probably in there for him. Lewis in motion. He ends up right behind Hill. We've got a little counter coming this way to Nelson. He's going to break a couple of tackles, and then looks like number 22 right in the middle of that, which is Tom again. Noah Tom making that tackle along with a few other Lake City Trojans.
While they get off the pile, we have a great camera crew tonight. Kaylee Buck is with us, Rain Johnson Hill, Corey Burnson, and Sean Strachan is with us. And those guys are on it almost every week, and they do a great job getting replays, getting up close. And they make our job pretty easy when they get all the good shots that they do.
Trenton Holmes going to snap the ball back to Luke Hill here. Lake City looks to blitz. And I'm not sure if they crossed the line or if that was a motion against Pine River's number 12 back there, as he kind of slid forward on that, expecting the blitz to help out.
Dan, they can actually do that.
They can move. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe a lineman jumped in.
Well, and it's okay if he even moves forward a little bit, as long as they reset and don't try to simulate the start of a snap. So
Right.
I almost think the ref jumped the gun a little bit on that. And
I didn't see a lot of shouting from the Pine River staff on that, so I'm guessing maybe one of the big guys up front moved a little bit.
so 3rd and long for Pine River. It's like they're sticking with the same play.
Hill drops back. He looks. He throws. Oh, he's got the ball, and he's wrapped up. Nice job by Luke Hill holding on to that. That's number 74 for Lake City with a nice tackle. That's Nicholas Hose.
Yeah,
He just about got that ball.
Nick did a pretty good job of hanging on. I think he about had it with one hand, and Pine River's going to be forced to punt here just so they don't give Lake City a short field again.
So back to punt for the Bucks early in the 3rd quarter here is number 64.
Number 1 for
Josh
Lake.
Shaw.
Number 1 for Lake City is Devin Davis, and he's going back to return the punt.
Shaw's had some good punts in this ball game. He gets off another real good one here.
Yeah, it's going to hit and take a Pine River bounce, but actually get out of bounds about the 22-yard line.
Rolled down the little incline over to the hay bales. There's a lot of construction going on down here at Pine River.
Not often can you say the ball rolled into the hay bales at a high school football game, but
Chad and I were talking. Chad Phillips was with us last week. Nice job by the Pine River community supporting their schools with nice bond passage here a little over a year ago, and a lot of construction going on. Brand new track down here, new bleachers. And as it was such a cool summer here and a lot of rain in northern Michigan, some of the things just didn't get done, in the timely manner, the way that you would expect with weather that we've had.
Yep.
So.
Yep. But it does look nice around here, and nice improvements.
Up the middle right there for Lake City. That's number 32, getting a few carries right now. That's David Greenfield. Looks like number 31 for the Bucks right there. That's Jacob Roberts with that tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10. We are at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter with the Trojans in command. We'll see if we can get you some of those lineman numbers of Lake City's offense. They've done a nice job controlling plays. They've been pretty strong on offense. Bucks have had a hard time stopping them. Nice job right there by gang tackling for the Bucks. Short gain again for Lake City. Excuse me, a little longer gain there as they have short yardage now with 3rd down coming up. 3rd and about 1.5, 2 yards.
A couple of the Lake City linemen are number 67, Skylar Miller, number 60, Damian Wertenberger, and number 52, Zane Crittenden. And, you know, the thing I've noticed about Lake City is that they get downfield. You know, sometimes if a lineman doesn't see somebody to block, they kind of stop and look around, but they don't. They're coached well to get downfield and find somebody to hit.
I don't know if he got that. We'll have to wait and see.
Close.
It's going to be close.
They're going to talk about it, and they're going to say it's 4th down.
4th and a little bit here. See what Lake City chooses to do.
Looks like they're going to try to punt it. They brought some new personnel in.
Yep. So we're going back deep for the Bucks. We've got Brock Nelson and Elijah Lewis. And taking this punt for Lake City.
Good snap, good punt. And actually he's going to kick it over his head. And
that was Ethan Linderman, I believe, with that punt number 14.
Yeah, he did a great job. All the way down to the 21-yard line. So
Jacob Ball downs it right there.
It was about a 48-yard punt after the roll, so he got a good leg into it. Pine River will take over 1st and 10 from the 21.
Just so everybody knows, next week, if you are out and about, the 26 Sports and CCTV crew is headed to Cadillac High School Friday night with TC West coming to town, and then also in Mesick with Brethren heading over there. That's 8-man football. That'll probably be Jeff Castillo taking the lead over there, and then Cadillac probably Bill Dooley. Both fellows do such a fine job for us.
Number 2, Luke Hill takes an option, and he kept it himself, and he got about 2 yards on the play. Defensive end for Lake City on the far side, number 44. He actually covered 2 guys there, so he did a great job.
Everybody, we have box set DVDs that you can order. You can get all 18 games this year. We got a flag on the play right there. Elijah Lewis breaks a big tackle. He gets about 9-10 yards out of that. Once again, you can get DVDs. You can get all 18 games. You can get some small box sets if you are a Lake City fan and you want just the Lake City games. Pine River also available that way. McBain available as a small set, and Manton. So if you are interested, you can give a shout to the sales crew here at that phone number, 577-1844. And we'll get you some email stuff there if you want to check it out on their website.
You know, Pine River actually had a false start there, but Bradley Burton came over and he laid a big hit
on Lewis.
On Lewis, yeah. But Lewis hung tough and fought off of it. But Bradley's only a sophomore, and he came up, made a big stick right there for Lake City.
So the the email stuff that you can check out. Why don't you give a look to sales at mynews26.com for that.
Yep. And once again, the phone number for that is 577-1844. If you'd like to join some of our sponsors, and we'll get to those in just a second, Dan.
Okay. We are under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter with a running clock as Lake City's jumped out to a 35-point lead. We're coming from you from Pine River High School. Quarterback Luke Hill looking to take the snap here. Nice job of coverage out there for Lake City as Luke was looking for Roberts.
Yep, he was covered pretty well, and actually, he put it in a place where only he could catch it, and it was a good coverage, good throw, but unfortunately just a little too far. Go ahead.
I was going to say back deep right now looking to receive this punt is Devin Davis. He was the one breaking up that last play. He does a nice job playing center field out there. And Shaw back to punt for Pine River.
With the running clock, Dan, we're ending the third quarter here, and Lake City's going to get the ball at the start of the fourth quarter.
And he takes the knee. Elijah Lewis downs him right there.
Right at
midfield.
Right at midfield.
So we'll take a quick break, everybody. At the end of the third quarter, you are watching high school football on 26 Sports and CCTV.